There's just something about sneaking up on someone and like snacking their
Snacking their neck.
You're a vampire.
There's vampire stealth game. That would be awesome.
What is your game genre? What game are you just addicted to? Now, my favorite two franchises are Mass Effect and Assassin's Creed, so you would think it'd be like RPG adventure. No, fighting games are my genre. The reason why is because I have a martial arts background and I have a dance background, and fighting games are culturally very, very similar.
I don't like the competitive games. My eye's not so good. That's an excuse, but I'll use it. Okay, that I'm a little bad. But wonder what I'm not bad? In a good old-fashioned single-player RPG. Yeah, well, no, you can. Okay, you can be a little bad. Here's the thing. If I'm gonna spend $60 on a game, here's why I really like RPGs. I'm gonna put $60 into a game, and I'm gonna get hours and hours of content. Maybe this time I wanna play as a rogue. Maybe the next time I wanna play as a mage, and it's a completely different style of game.
And mine has got to be MOBAs. The thing that I love about these games is that you have to work together in sync with 4 other people or 3 other people, however many it is in the game mode, to really accomplish this goal of destroying the other team's base.
It bounces around a lot. I think lately though, the games I've enjoyed most are stealth games. There's just something about sneaking up on people and like snapping their neck and then hiding them in a closet. Metal Gear Solid, Tenchu Stealth Assassin. Oh my God, who remembers that game? That was great.
It looks like you chose the wrong party to crash.
The amount of training you have to do to be good and understanding of foundation before you can move on to the awesome super duper combos in any game. If you know what you are doing, you're unfreaking stoppable. You're a beast. It shows. It shines through with pretty much any game.
I played through Mass Effect 3 different times because every time I play it, damn right, every time I play it, it's a different experience. It's a different type of story depending on who you're saving. It's a different type of experience based on what abilities you have. And guess what? There's not someone there trying to kill me the entire time. It's like reading a book minus the reading part.
And you really get these very epic and exciting encounters when you and 4 other teammates are going up against 5 other human players at the same time, and you really have to orchestrate and execute all of your abilities in an in-sync fashion and with everyone on the same page, and it's just a very thrilling experience when you actually succeed at the game because of all of the planning and the split-second decision-making that goes into it.
More recently, Dishonored. Dishonored lets you play it either way, but teleporting up behind someone who's unsuspecting and f***ing slashing their throat is awesome. The new Hitman game I liked, a lot of people didn't like it, but but you could literally take someone and then put their body into a mulcher and then mulch their body, which I just think is hilarious.
Billy Mays here for the Ripper 5000. 5,000 blades are just gonna turn that man into mush.
There's something about these games that just really appeals to me.
I can play against like someone who's really good at a game nowadays, and because I have the basic knowledge, I can still keep up with them. I may not be able to dust them or devastate them, but I can keep up, and that comes from years and years of just beating at my craft and just having a friggin' passion for fighting games.
Anything BioWare was putting out for a long period of time was amazing. Like the stories you had, the relationships were awesome. I liked old school JRPGs, like the old Final Fantasies, games like Legend of Dragoon that were great. They don't make those like they used to. Japanese storytelling is very different from what we expect here with like Western culture. That's why BioWare, I think for me, has become so great. It's just a different type of story.
It's a thrill when you win. You really feel like you've accomplished something. Like when you win other games, like a lot of times, like in a first-person shooter, I can spray around the map and I'll get a headshot every now and then or kill a random person. But when you get a kill in a MOBA, you really feel as if you've earned it. You've outsmarted the other team or the other person, or you've done something and it's been your own skill and there's no luck involved most of the time.
Even games like Assassin's Creed, where obviously, some of the later games are a lot more, you know, combat and counter and all that, but there's still those side missions. They still keep those core side missions where you're hunting someone and you're like up on rooftops, or you're waiting right around the corner for that quick corner takedown and stuff like that, using smoke bombs to distract and sneak in and slash up your targets.
Sweat and tears and insults you have to go through. It's very similar. Well, not really insults. in martial arts, but in b-boying, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to go out to the circle, you gotta have your game face on, and you don't give a damn about what the freaking other person can do. All you know is you can do what you can do, and you react to everything they can do, or you have a strategy and you lock them into it and you dust them. That's why I like fighting games, because there's a lot of ambition that comes behind beating the crap out of somebody and being either very freaking cocky about it or very sportsman-y about it. Is sportsman-y a word?
Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X was great, 8 was weird but still awesome, 9, go back and play it, still appreciate it, and again, most importantly, there's not someone there trying to kill you that's better than you all the time. You beat me too many times, guess what? I'm gonna knock down the difficulty to easy. Am I okay with that? Yup.
MOBAs they're just the games that excite me. And then you get the moments, the really cool ones, when you see it played on the highest level in the esports. Like I just went to the International recently, and you have the shoutcasters there casting it. It's just this super exciting thing. In those kinds of games, in MOBAs, the amount of strategy is really impressive as far as all of the different decisions that have to go into each move.
I'm really hoping for some good new stealth games. The new Assassin's Creed looks great. Maybe someday we'll get a Dishonored sequel. That would be awesome. And yeah, stealth games.
I know that you're missing that Game of Thrones. Well, guess what? If it was a video game, it'd be pretty awesome too. Click this Why We're Single to see our ideas for a Game of Thrones video game. Also, Mass Effect Honest Game trailer. Go watch it now.